Talking truths with me straight from my heart is karma's due. Open your eyes, the stage is set, but the lights are blinding you to the truth. We're worshiping statues made of gold and glass, while the real world burns beneath the mask. 2026, the year of the silent contract. Listen, welcome to the era where the trend is a ritual, where the damage to the spirit is purely habitual. The idols you worship, they don't pray to the light. They're making their deals in the dead of the night. Satanism's shit now, it's a brand, it's a look, while they're tearing the pages out of every holy book. The horns in the video, the red in the eyes, it's not just a concept, it's the truth in disguise. They sold their autonomy for a seat at the feast, feeding the hunger of a digital beast. You call it art, they call it access, while they're leading the youth into a state of madness. Remember the parties, the ones in the hills, where the cost of admission was more than just bills. Diddy's on the stand, but the list is still hidden, of every star doing what they're strictly forbidden. They'll do anything just to stay in the top 10, committing the sins that would break ordinary men. Freak-offs and favors, a soul for a slot, selling out their brothers just to keep what they got. The industry's a funnel when it leads to the dark, where they strip every human of their heavenly spark. You think they're goals, but they living in fear of the day that the public finally starts to hear. Epstein's Island was just the tip of the peak, while the powerful prey on the young and the weak. The elite have a code and it's written in blood, dragging the future through the filth and the mud. They claim to be advocates, claim to be kind, while they're warping the fabric of a young person's mind. Morality's dead, it was buried in 24. Now they're just kicking down the hinges of the door. No shame in the game, no regret in the eyes, just a gallery of mass and a mountain of lies. Worshipping the serpent while they're wearing a crown, in a world that's been turned completely upside down. The next generation is watching the screen, learning that power means being cold and mean. If the idol is hollow, then the follower's empty, trading their peace for a life of plenty. They see the symbols, they see the signs, while they're being led across the spiritual lines. Satan's a vibe now, a viral sensation, the final stage of a crumbling nation. We traded our souls for a 5G connection, and we're looking at demons for our own reflection. It's a race to the bottom and the speed is increasing, while the hold of the darkness is never ceasing. So where does it end? When the curtain is drawn, when the glitter is gone and the idols have withdrawn to their gated communities, far from the rot that they planted themselves in the very first plot. Stop looking up at the stars on the stage, they're just prisoners living in a gilded cage. Find your own compass, find your own truth, before they finish poisoning the minds of the youth. 2026 is a test of the soul, to see who can keep their own self-control. The snakes are in suits and the rats are in furs, but the choice to be different is entirely yours. The idols are falling, the trends are a trap. We're mapping out a future on a broken map. Morality's missing, greed is the king, while we're dancing along to the song that they sing. From the island of shadows to the parties of shame, everybody's playing the same wicked game. Wake up from the dream, pull the plug on the feed, before you become what the predators need. 2026. Choose your gods wisely, because the ones on the screen, they've already chosen theirs. Mind your business, mind your soul.